Well, we're back. We're back, and now I have to try invading other people. So far it's looking good, but we'll see how my luck lasts. The trick is that I need to invade 3 worlds. Meaning that I actually have to connect with 3 other worlds. Now, for my part, I'm not a big fan of PvP. I am abysmally terrible at it. So, I am going to bow out the second I have the chance to. And that's exactly why I equipped this Finger Severer item. It'll allow me to simply leave. Alright. I will trouble you no more. Okay, that's number 1. We just need 2 more such invasions. It's also worth saying, I have never been a griefer or a so-called twink, going in with the highest end gear to harass low-level players. I have never engaged in such depravity. And I'm not about to start now. Though, to be entirely fair, the Reduvia, even at +4, is hardly an endgame weapon. It's something you can get in Limgrave, after all. So people would be quite likely to have it. Even so, I don't care to continue the invasions if I don't have to. Getting an extra rune arc for them is nice, I suppose. But I personally don't think it's worth the frustration. And that's number 2 dealt with. Fortunately, this one was summoning a whole bunch of allies. But it means nothing to me, as I'm not taking part any further. Alright, on to the last. And wonderful, we're actually getting a lock immediately. I was considerably worried that I would wind up being stuck staring at the trying to invade pop-up for hours doing this. As my internet is not what it ought to be. It isn't terrible. I'm not on dial-up or anything like that, but it could still be far better. Oh, and we're in Kaled, are we? Oh. Well, greetings to you, and now farewell. With that, we've completed our 3 invasions. Now we no longer need the festering fingers. They have served their purpose. Alright, that should be enough to satisfy Vare.
Oh, Lambkin, so pleased you're here. I'm glad that you're enjoying my gift. I knew it from the very start. You have a taste for noble blood. I wish to anoint you a proper inductee. A knight to serve Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, and establish a new dynasty. Luminary Moog has strength, vision, and of course, love. So, what do you say, my lambkin?
Anoint me.
Yes. Who would have it any other way? Now, take this.
The Lord of Blood's favor.
For your final trial, soak the cloth with a maiden's blood. Normally, this ritual would involve killing one's own maiden and recanting the wisdom of the 2 fingers. But since you are maidenless, the blood of anyone's maiden will do.
Your lord cares not from whence the blood flows, so long as it flows. The moniker of a chaotic god. And those of you who are familiar with Warhammer 40k will probably immediately have guessed who I'm referring to. Thankfully, there are not as many connections in the lands between to that particular hellscape of a universe. Now, we're in for a trip. As I have to travel to a far distant church in order to find the maiden blood I require. Well, so much for that. I'm not going to waste the time looking for that. And here we have a grace. Nowhere even remotely close to where I need to go. But still nice to have. Now we have to work our way around the academy. and head in the general direction of Altus Plateau. In fact, we're heading directly towards the passage that Raya mentioned. She spoke of a tunnel that opened in a cliff. That will lead us directly to Altus Plateau, even if we do not have the key to the Lift of Dectus. Oh, let's be careful. Yes, the water course that we'll be following will lead us to the cave, but it will also lead us to a path going upwards. And that path will lead us to a village infested with madness. And it is at the church, hidden away just beyond the village, that I will find a slain maiden, whose blood I can use to satisfy Mogwin's depravity. To play it safe, I'm going to level up again now. No sense in losing 24,000 runes. The enemies here will not be too dangerous. These gargantuan pustules have very little in the way of offensive ability, unless you choose, for some reason, to stand beside it and try to kill it. Then you might very well run into trouble. And at the least, be poisoned. A shining tree. The beginnings of an Erdtree, no doubt. And beyond it, the shack. We will acquire this site of grace. And later on, we'll be going up a ladder. Where is it? Ah, there it is. We'll be going up that ladder and entering the tunnels that will lead us to the Altus Plateau. But right now, we're working on Vare's questline. As such, well, we need to go back. Back up the river a ways. And here we find a slope. Oh. Long reach you have. Oh. And we got the Cuckoo Knight armor. Actually, you know what? That's good enough. I'm gonna wear it now. Yep. Fantastic spot of luck, that. Granted, there are other armors that I prefer over the Cuckoo. But still, nice to have got it so early.
What do you need?
I don't want any
And
trouble.
I intend to give you none. The cookbook will do, I think. I don't need the rune arcs. Not yet.
All done? Well, be on your way then.
Charming. Oh well. And up here we have another grace. Now past here... No, actually, I think I'll rest here. I'm going to need all of my flasks going forward. There are a few nasty hurdles yet. Now, we need to continue toward the lift, but not actually going to it. Instead, we're going for the wall beside it. Make sure, yep. Make sure you're going in the right direction. So, follow this cliff. You'll see the lift directly ahead. And now, jump here, and keep going up this slope. This path runs alongside the lift, and fortunately, it avoids the vast majority of the lift's defenses. But you now run into a most unnatural threat. The madness of that tower on the hill with its fiery orb, which inflicts the unfortunate Tarnished who draws near with madness. And while it might not kill you instantly, it will do a nasty chunk of damage to you if it manages to proc. So we need to very hastily dash across here toward this rocky outcrop, and then take this grace, shielded from the malice of the eye. Okay. Now, dash again toward this broken section of wall, and so enter the village of madness, frenzied flame. Grab the Shabriri's woe if you like. I will. And now, rush off this way, past the tower, and there is the Church of Inhibition. I see. So Vike was the failed lord of the frenzied flame. No. Now, just like with the Tarnished Eater, we have the ability to take this grace. Crap. And I got madness straight away. Yep, okay. And this is precisely why I chose to unlock the grace site first. Just so that I didn't have to ride all the way through the village again to return here if Ike managed to kill me. Which, alas, he did, the bastard. Okay. Well, now we have a chance. We have a dead finger maiden. Presumably the maiden that was guiding Vike. And presumably he murdered her. But we can take advantage of his butchery and dye a cloth with the maiden's blood, without having to lay hands on Milena. A truly unconscionable deed, that would be. Now we're going to see if we can kill Vike. Might be somewhat challenging with just the Reduvia, but it should be doable. Not this again. I'm gonna get madness soon enough. Actually, I'm just gonna get killed by the overall fire damage he's looting out. Oh, god. Damn. Madness built up, though. Oh, the sniper version. Oh. I'm starting to wear him down, but it's not going well. And I'm dead because... Oh, I'm not dead. I will be if he hits me with that again, though. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be a pain. We'll try him one more time. But I might just come back and deal with him later. I've got a few ideas about getting a different weapon that might work better on him. Okay, one more go. And I do have to be careful that I don't accidentally go too far down the slope and get within reach of the blazing eye of the tower again. Not a good trade. Not a good trade. Ah. Gotcha. Okay. Fingerprint Crepe and Vike's War Spear. Ay ay. That was annoying. But now I have all that Vare requested of me. Now to head due west once again, and return to the Rose Church, and give to Vare my pledge. Although in truth I have cheated him. It was not I who slew the maiden. Indeed, I have not done any of the wicked deeds that he believes I have done. And that I take great joy in.
Ah, my lambkin. You've completed your final trial. And with this, you are a formal inductee. A knight who will assist Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, in the establishment of a new dynasty. Now, give me your finger. This noble blood will be an immutable badge of honor once it settles inside of you.
Very well. Alas, that I have no ability to avoid this taint. Not if I wish to go to Mogwin Palace early.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something. Never forget that feeling of agony, for it is what binds you to Luminary Moog, to all of us. You have the sweetest scream, my lambkin.
I see.
Oh, another thing. You should have this.
Pure Blood Knight's Medal.
A medal granted by the new Mogwin dynasty, with the power to grant audience with Luminary Moog. I've gone out of my way to provide one to you. But you mustn't use it just yet. The meeting must wait until the Mogwin dynasty commences. Luminary Moog yet slumbers beside the divinity. We must endure a little longer.
Slumbers beside Nicola, you mean?
Ah, it is trying, but we must be patient. One day you will be elevated, deservedly, basking in love. Right, my lambkin?
I will take great pleasure, Vare, in slaying your Lord Moog and burning his palace to the ground. I will destroy what you hold dear, and I will leave you alive long enough to see it fall. That will be my revenge upon you and your master. And now I will ignore and flout your rule. You say I am not to use this? I use it now before you. Now we've arrived in Mogwin's palace. We will claim our map and our first sight of grace here. And while we're here, I will show you why I so despise Moog. Look at this. These are his subjects, his servants. And watch the one on the stairs closely. Literally erupted from within with the vile putrescence of his blood. And this is hardly a unique fate among his followers. What mad, depraved god would allow a thing like this? And to do this to his own subjects, his own people. There is no saving a monster who would do this. The very first time I saw this place, I knew, beyond any doubt, that I would slay the monster that made it. It would be a vile sin to witness this and to leave the perpetrators of it unpunished. But alas, as yet I do not have the strength to enact that punishment. Okay, nope, I can't be your customer right now. Not with two of these guys after me. I'll be able to fully explore this place later. Right now, I'm simply trying to escape alive. As those guys are really, really, really dangerous. Right now, all I want is to get to this grace. just to have it available for later. And now, we'll go back to the entrance and make our way around to the single best rune farming place in this entire game. Any Elden Ring veteran will know precisely where I'm headed. And even some of those of you who don't know might be able to guess. After all, there are only so many locations it could be here in Mogwin's palace. And while I'm at it, I'll fetch a few goodies. Several items of worth in this place. But I must be swift and very cautious, as the enemies around here are lethal. Let's hope I can kill this before any of the red bastards out there can get in. Oh, there he is. Oh, no. Oh, God. Ah! Damn it. I thought that perhaps Torrent's sacrifice might have protected me. And it did from the first one, but not the second. And you see now why I was very eager to get away and swiftly. 'Cause these guys, especially when they get spinning, are exceptionally dangerous. This is a very late game area. My being here is not a cheat, as it was entirely permitted within the game itself. You've seen all the steps that I took to get here. But still, it is highly dangerous just being here. Now I'll reclaim my runes and be on my way. And right up this slope, right here, at this grace, is the ultimate farming spot in Elden Ring. And for those of you who are unaware, I'll give you a quick demonstration. All you need to do this is a bow. And do you see that giant bird down there? Well, shoot him, and he'll come rushing at you and fall to his death. And just like that, 11,000 runes. And there you have it, the single best farming spot in Elden Ring. And I'm going to take advantage of that right now. So, if you have enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as ever, have a good day.